Interstate 205. Yes, my sexy loves, but before we start stripping down, this is the Oregon and Washington, Interstate 205, not the California one, so put those pants back on. Anyway, this is I-205. Our first bypass spur. For those who don't know, the hundreds place value of this number is even, meaning it will come back to its parent in the future or connect to another different interstate. In this case here, we're talking about the I-205 Washington and Oregon bypass route. This route bypasses the biggest Oregon city, Portland, by passing by the Portland International Airport. Make sure to subscribe. Let's begin. Let's talk about Northbound I-205. We're currently on I-5 North, and that's signed for Portland, which is awesome, and 205 is signed for, Oregon City. Now the problem I see when signing the Beltway and bypass interstates is, they eventually meet back with their parent, or at least most do, but it's a place where the parent doesn't go, don't know. Had this idea earlier of Southeast Portland, Oregon something, no idea. You know what, I want Portland Airport on that, don't care what anyone says. Same for Southbound. Also, a week ago, I went to Boston, Massachusetts, and I went to this little town called Salem. What a coincidence. FYI, it's better to visit Salem during Halloween, 'cause it's just about witches for all I've seen. This is, I believe, the Abernethy Bridge, across the Willamette River. So this is exit for Oregon City, but no through traffic sign. A mile later we just get I-205 North sign here. 2 miles later we get it. Seattle, for I-205 to connect to I-5, and the Dalles, which is for I-84. 21 miles in and we meet I-84 West for Portland, not bad for that, and I-205 is just Seattle. Here's I-84 East, and now they sign Portland Airport, which I personally think should have been signed at the beginning of I-205. Now we are crossing the Columbia River to get into Washington State. This is odd. Never seen a state by sign. Usually they just greet you into the state, but maybe actually I have seen this, because in New York City, where I live, they say goodbye just before you leave the borough on most bridges. We have left Government Island, the island in between the two states. And all I could find was this entering Washington State sign though. You would think the exit mileage numbers would reset to exit 1 whenever we enter a new state. But for some reason Washington is continuing the numbers from Oregon. Weird. The exit signs look something like Ontario's or something. I just have this feeling where the exit numbers were just recently added or something. Nope, for some reason, they just redid all of these. I'm looking at Street View from 2007, weird. Here is where I-205 North ends and meets its parent I-5 again. And now we move on to Southbound, I-5. We're going to ignore 134th Street, and go straight to Salem. Technically, Salem is a lot faster via I-5, but I guess Vancouver and Portland claimed those spots. I-205 is very pretty here. It feels like that long I-90 journey on the New York Thruway. There's also no streetlights on this path, so it gets really dark here. Back to the Columbia River again and we enter into Oregon. Mileage signs. This will be rarely seen on this channel because I have literally no time in my life to find these. Maybe when we get to New York City or something. Portland Airport and other streets are on here. Entering Portland. Ah, yes, welcome to Oregon. We meet I-84 again. If I-205 is signed for Portland here, it's most likely for I-84 West though. Yep, it is. Salem and Portland, two big cities in Oregon. I was gonna say Portland was a bad idea because you should have used I-84, but as long as random interchanges don't include Portland, I'm fine with that. In the end here's the way I think it should be. Northbound, straight to Portland Airport, and then Seattle. Not Portland, Portland Airport. I-205 does not go to the actual Portland and seems misleading. Southbound should just be Portland Airport and then Salem. Again, they most likely put Salem because they ran out of space at the beginning when you know it is still the faster way. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to click the other videos on the screen and stay sexy, my loves.